Hello, people. As you see, I am a lazy bum. No, I think as a retired person, I can be a lazy bum. Okay, so what do you think about the world? Do you see all the funny things happening? I say funny in a because it is actually very sad. Many people said that we live in the fourth turning. No, Ibn Khaldun described it long, long ago. So the same thing, we are waiting for the Bedouins. Hey, I think Germany can welcome them with open arms. So, but at that matter, why? Why the humans constantly fall into the same mistake? Why the people who should not be in power are in power? No, the answer to it is given by my favorite professor, Sergei Savelyev. He simply said that humans do not have objective criteria for the real brain capacity. So we don't know. We don't know who is really smart or who is just pretending. Or there was one, I don't know, is he English or German, but he teaches in Singapore or in Thailand or somewhere there in Asia. He combines West and East. So he calls it profilitating, from the word profile. So you make yourself a profile, you portray yourself as stupid intellectual, and then you play this role. You find yourself a suzerain, and you climb the ladder with loyalty and sycophancy and simply fawning and serving well. So if your suzerain is successful, you are successful as well. Oh, there are others who make their profiles as ecological fighters for green ecology, green energy. You know, I want to remind them, the Native Americans, they also were so green, they said to themselves, oh, we are all one. And ducks are people, and bears are people. We eat ducks, we eat bears. Make it continue to Epstein Island. That's a new Gnosticism. We are all one. Green. Save the... Who are we saving now? Orcas from the zoo? Or whoever. We're just saving anyone, any species, but not humans. Isn't that wonderful? It is just epitome of the virtual seekers and copycats with the right profile. So you can look at this further and think to yourself, where are all the scientists? Medical doctors? Look, Fauci is on trial. Oh, he claims Fifth Commandment. No, I won't say a word. No, he is right. Where are all the American medical communities? Starting with multiple channels. Where are all of them? Where? Where who we started worshipping? And we believe that it will work because we believe. And we are the doctors. We are the medical community, and we believe that we believe that we believe. Wonderful. And no one of them is responsible. No one of them is held responsible. How? How? They found one Fauci. Yeah, that puppet. So, education is another topic. It's a hard topic. Wow, they discovered that children graduating without ability of reading. Not talking about comprehension. Reading and simple math. Simple. No, I've been made jokes of because I'm very good at math. At least I used to be. So everybody, oh, you're Russian. All the Russians are good in math and chess. No, no, congratulations, my dears. You are now all equal. Nobody knows math. Nobody in graduating from the black communities or some other communities, I think they don't even teach cursive anymore. You don't need to write. So they completely don't know how to spell. They can blubber, they can laugh, they can go and rob the stores. Oh, for they have perfect mind. They can go and blubber some green energy, liberty, freedom for all, welcome everyone, we are all equal. Yeah, that's just wonderful. It is not only in America, it's also in maybe Germany a little less, but I have no idea. No, it started with putting really disadvantaged special people into the classrooms. They put the special. Now, guess what? In the human community, everything goes to the lowest denominator. That's the rule. To the lowest. So when you put a special person into the classroom, where do you think all the standards go? Do you think the others become compassionate, inclusive? No. Just look at the Japanese high schools, Korean high schools. Bully on bully after bully. And all their dramas about revenge on the bullies. No, Darwinism at its best. Pure, simple Darwinism. And this is so-called socialization. You have to learn the rules of the society. Nice. You can learn it this way. Or one thing I disagree with Savelyev, he thinks that everyone should get some basic income and let them procreate with the hope that they will give birth to the genius. I wonder, looking at the welfare system in America and the propagation of the single mothers, especially in black community, how did it work for them? Did it work for them? No, it did not. The dream that Martin Luther King dreamt is dead. We are directly facing the ugliness of the human nature. But no, wait. All you need is open your chakras, grow your astral tail, and start your neural tubes vibrate with the universe. That's all you need. You need to open your consciousness and realize that you are all one. No, I said we are all one. Ducks, crickets, bears, humans. We eat ducks, now we eat crickets. We do eat bears. I think it's still considered to be a superb Chinese medicine. They even eat tigers. Now they started raising the tigers. They raise the tigers for the tiger bone and tiger paw. And you think the tiger cubs are so cute. Oy, 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 oy. Isn't it wonderful? And all of them preaching, open your heart, love the people, universe will take care of you. We even at the point that we cannot even fight the natural disasters. We, as humans, we don't have a natural niche. We just don't. We have to make ourselves a place to live. We are not some raccoon who just dig up into some disheveled grass and sits there and browse around. Oh, they are so smart. Have you read about raccoons? Oh my goodness, they are real smart creatures, and they even have sensitivity on the little paws with 5 fingers that far exceeds the human. So we have to build it. Now we made the kind of analogy to the anthill. As Alexander Zinoviev put it plainly, he said it is человейник. No, it's in rhyme with the Russian word for anthill. So he calls it a человейник. I think it is translated into English the same way as Zinoviev put it. At least he wrote several books on this subject. Very, very smart person, very smart. And of course, he made a conclusion that unfortunately Stalin was right. Wow. With all his smartness, rebelling, dissidency, he escaped to Germany because of the persecutions. And he made such conclusion. Unfortunately, because of that conclusion, he is not popular in the West. Why? Because in the West, Russians are Mongols. Look at me. I am a typical Mongol. Don't you understand? Or maybe I'm Han Chinese? Oh, Mongol. Manchu, whatever. They also were red-headed once upon a time. Or maybe I am descendant of Muhammad, because he had red hair. Or maybe of Jacob, because Jacob had red hair. I don't know. What am I? I don't know. I need to ask the universe and ask for help from the nature of mushrooms. Erase your cortex, get the limbic system popping, and browse through the red book of Jung. Wow, we are one. Archetypes. Where did they all come from? Just erase your cortex, get some miracle drug, and become one with the universe. Open your limbic system. Open your archetypical construction of the brain. Vibrate. Say Om. It's just wonderful. And Andrei Fursov writes a lot about Santa Fe, 2000, don't remember, 2016 or somewhere, not too long ago. so actually 10 years ago, there was a huge conference and they decided, all super experts, they have decided that the only way for the humanity to go for the anthropomorphic shift. Hooray, India! Why do you think India has such stability? Why do you think they don't care of the millions upon millions dead thanks to the English? Because they don't care for those people. It's karma. Accept. Oh, Orthodoxy know better. You are a servant of God. You are born with sin. Accept. Surrender. Do your duty. Serve the Lord. India is just a nice example. They want this to be etched into the phenotype, that by just looking you can distinguish this is a super pooper and this is a human but not human. No, everybody who was in India, they can tell that. But it all sounds so nice. They really found a perfect solution. English loved it. They loved it so much that now they want to extrapolate it to the whole world. Of course, if you don't know, England is a caste society. There is an aristocracy, and there are all the rest. Aristocracy and the rest that speak with a certain accent. Wonderful country. Look at them. Do they care about all this immigration into the... No, they don't. Why? Because the city of London, with the mayor of the city of London, is still there parading. So, right now, it is a world of the financiers. And they are, for now, in power. If we don't get really smart and we don't discover the true criteria for what human is, we are going nowhere. We are going through the cycle of destruction. Buddha opens its eyes and Buddha closes its eyes on the humanity. Open, close. So now the eyes will be closed, and whatever it is going to happen, it's okay. No, I don't know how we were created, but we were created with some strange capacity for our brains. Our phenotype does not correspond to our brain structure. That's why all the genetic modifications and they don't correspond to how the brain will work. Furthermore, the brain of the baby is a semi-finished product. There is no programming. Nobody read them Torah in their womb. Nobody. You know, it's like one of the utopia. He got a child, put him in a cage, and at the age of 15, he sent him to some island and he became a super pooper human. Real noble. It never happens. It never happens. In India, it is constantly, you know, they would throw away the children into the jungle, especially little girls, to feed the tigers. You know, tigers God creatures as well, God's creation. So they would feed them the babies. But some of those babies would survive. And that's why superb novel by Rudyard Kipling came up to be. The Mowgli. Mowgli. If you read the real story of those Mowglis, they are not humans. At least, maybe we shall start to find the definition of what the human is. What is the human? There is no answer to it right now. No answer. That's the problem. Bye-bye for today.